Hey there, YouTubers. I'm going to use the big blue beautiful marble to show you how to get to a really remote and awesome place. I'm also going to show you the place. It's called Mouth of the Two Hearted Rivers Campground. And at the beginning, I will tell you the first thing you should do is probably get a local map. We got there from the east, basically cutting across a lot of back roads. I'm telling you to get a map because if you try to use GPS or Google Maps, there are lots of stories of people getting lost and needed rescued. You can either just get totally lost or end up stuck in the sand, because those apps will basically send you down deer tracks kind of thing. And also there's no cell phone signal, so you're really out there. But I will try to tell you the way we got there after showing you where the campsite is. This area here is where we camped, and this is the other loop. There's two loops. Once you get onto the gravel roads, there are basically no signs. Here's one of the signs, and here's another where you turn, and way up on that hill is this sign that you can't see from the road, so you have to be careful. Okay, we're on one of the loops. All I said is I just want shade. So in my previous video, I showed you how to get here, the drive here. This is just a loop, and then I'm going to show you all the campground. But first, we started off on 123 from Paradise heading west, and then I don't have the mile markers, but we turned right onto 500, which is also called Crisp Point Road. We went on that for a while, and we turned left onto 414, also called Pike Lake Road, and there's a campground called Pike Lake. Saw a couple shady spots back there, but might as well see the whole thing. And then we made our last turn onto 423, which is a T-junction, and we went about 6.5 miles to get to this campground. So basically, get a map, it'll be easier. So the map you'll want is for Luce County, Michigan. That's where Mouth of the Two Hearted Rivers Campground is. I'm telling you all this because you would really like it here. I think most everybody would really like it here. You wouldn't really like it if you got lost on some silly track somewhere and needed rescued. I left in the sound of flies because there's a lot of flies. But as I showed in the last video, much of the road getting here is really bad and tough on your old van if you're driving one. And the directions took us to somebody's house where a sign laid in the road saying, "This ain't it." So here begins the real tour of the campground. I hope you enjoy. It's a beautiful place. Site number 2. Site number 1 is right behind it. I forgot to film it. Just trust me, it's right by the sign when you come in. The only good thing I would say about this, if it's a really hot day, you're getting a nice cool breeze off the lake. That'd be a good reason to choose this. Number 3, they're gonna be here. 4, right by the bridge. Number 5. Site number 6. Number 7. That's a nice site.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is site number 8. Cool breeze, but a lot of sun. Oh, this is a great site.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like nobody's... Yeah, people are here. I remember seeing those chairs up there. That's a nice site number 9. Site number 10. So some of them are close because 11's like right there. Or 8 is right there. They're kind of close. And 11 is over here. You can see the forest fire damage. Some of the sites are kind of small over here. It'd be tricky with a big rig. You could do it. Site number 12.
Nice and grassy.
Very grassy. Relatively flat. 13. It's got a dip, but kind of level there. Again, all the forest fire damage. 14. I kind of like where we're at. Number 15, and we're not sure how that would work.
Bitty bitty.
That's very small. Number 16. It's still cool here. Right next to site number 17. Again, these ones are smaller than the ones on the ring we're in. And then over here is site number 18. It's not too terrible. Site number 19. Yeah, this side, they're a little bit smaller, but most of them are flat enough for a van. I didn't want to jip you. This is site number 1. Looks like It used to be a camp host site, the way they got that thing there to hang a sign. That's not a bad site at all. So that was ring number 1 of the campground, closer to the lake and the bridge, $20 a night. You also have to have the passport fee if you're not local. And now we'll go see the second ring down this road. Number 20, mostly sun, mostly level. Number 21, taken. Rooms, and that's where you put your garbage. 22, hasn't been used in a while, but it's long. You could get something long in there. Try to level it. Number 23, it's a good site. Number 24, it's a good site as well. Number 25, that's a nice site. Number 26, and I've already shown you mine when we walked out the other way. One thing I did want to say is these are, and we're right by a water pump, no reservations here. So you get here, you get what you get, which is kind of cool. I really do apologize, and please don't hate me for all the bouncing. I have a gimbal, but I always forget to use it. But let's see the other part of this. Site number 27, that's mine. Cat tent's out, grill's out, with the bike still on the rack. It was a lot of fun. Site number 28. It's the one she chose. It's a good site. The lake is through there. There's a trail. We already went down there. Took a couple pictures. Just kind of loops. This is site number 29. Right in here. Pretty standard. It's another good site. I was hoping for shade for the cats because it was pretty hot today. Site number 30. I think there's about 10 vault toilets and a couple water pumps, hand pumps. There's a walk-up site. You would park here, and there's a site up there. Number 32, short. Full sun for those that want full sun. Site number 33, right next to it. Site 35, short, not level. 36, it's also not level, but hey, you got leveling blocks, you can make anything work. Check-in part. This is for the second part. There's 2 wings to it. This is the parking area by the lake. A couple different views. The lake is just ahead of that, and there is Lake Superior. It really is a beautiful spot. North Country Trail with the bridge that goes across to get you to the lake. This is the Two-Hearted River. Views in both directions. And getting off the bridge. It's a pretty cool bridge. And there is Lake Superior. And if you like rocks, you'll find them. And some beautiful sunsets. I showed you the drive getting here. I'm going to show you a little bit more of the campground and activities being done in future videos. So I hope you enjoyed and have a great and wonderful day.